Hi, I'm Chief Bob.
I'm Aaron Shepard.
Hey, this is Pipe Shop. And you're watching Icon.
And you're watching Icon.
And you're watching Ike On.
What's happening, Ike? As always, I'm your host, Petty Officer Michael Gendron, and welcome to another edition of Icon. So the Mighty Ike's workup schedule has been kind of crazy, but it's all going to be worth it when we finally go on deployment on that magical date of... What's happening?
You're violating OPSEC.
Who are you? Are you the Easter Bunny?
Do I look like the Easter Bunny?
I mean, you got the mirrors, man.
Oh, so only the Easter Bunny can have ears? I'm the OPSEC Bunny.
The OPSEC what?
OPSEC Bunny. Operational security, which you're violating.
Oh, my bad. Did you at least, bring me magical eggs?
No, I bring you crumpled up pieces of paper with OPSEC tips.
Oh, well that's all right too, I guess. All right, let's see what we got. To learn more about OPSEC, throw it to Icon's newest member, Petty Officer Bobby Baldock.
Poo, 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 poo. Now, CSU, how do you practice OPSEC on a day-to-day basis?
Well, on a day-to-day basis, I practice OPSEC by, well, you really have to break the term down to see how I practice OPSEC. We're out here operating, and I'm in security, so I'm pretty much OPSEC.
Now, Mr. Davison, please tell us, what does OPSEC mean to you?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, and I've done a lot of research in my day, and I want to say that it is an old wooden ship used in the Civil War era. So,
Here with AE2 Weatherhead and AE1 Tedder, they're going to tell us a little bit what OPSEC means to them.
I always make sure to practice OPSEC anytime I'm talking to my family or friends via email, social media. I make sure to not expose any kind of, any locations or schedule.
Now, Chief, can you tell us a little bit about what OPSEC is and what it means to you guys?
So operational security, is just, being aware of our what we're doing as far as communications off the ship.
AZ3, how do you practice OPSEC here in your shop?
I'm on the computer for most of the day, so what I do is I just keep myself from posting anything on Facebook that could give away our location or what time we left or what time we're going to come home, so that people outside of the U.S. military don't know where we're going to be at what time.
Now, as you can tell, the loud jets really help us to talk about what OPSEC means.
right.
So, but then again, that's our working environment on this mighty warship.
On board USS
So, on board USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. Alrighty, we're here with Chief Tulio. Now, Chief, what does OPSEC mean to you?
Well, OPSEC is operational security, and that is basically the way sailors safeguard all important information regarding our position, mission, and maintenance practices.
We've got to be careful on what we're posting on social media. We always tell our sailors to make sure and log out and take their ID cards with them at the end of the day. And, just remind them every morning at quarters, just to be careful and mindful, cautious of what they're sending back to their families or posting on social media like Facebook or tweeting or anything like that.
Thank you very much for your time.
No, thank you.
Mr. Gendron, back to you in the studio.
Well, thank you, Bobby. And everybody, just because it's his first day, don't think I took it easy on Bobby at all. Right before he went to go talk to everybody on OPSEC, I had him up in the pair loft talking to all the PRs there. Why don't you take a look?
PR is an aircrew survival equipment man, also known as a parachute rigger. We work on aircrew life support systems for the aircrew. Our job is to take care of the aircrew on board. Squadron PRs come over, they drop off gear. Sometimes it's due for schedule or it has a repair. We work the gear, attention to detail gear, and we match it with the paperwork, making sure everything is squared away and ready to go for the pilots.
A PR is important to the ship because the pilots depend on our gear to work for them. In case they have to eject from the aircraft, they want their parachute to be working, and they want us to do our job and inspect it.
I just work on sewing projects that you'll see around the ship, curtains and covers for electrical boxes. We sew on patches for uniforms.
My favorite project is working on oxygen systems, ports oxygen system that support any type of regulator or Crew 103 regulator for the air crews. That's probably one of my favorite assignments and jobs.
My favorite part about being a PR is that one day the gear I inspect could potentially save someone's life. A lot of people think that a PR just sews and works on parachutes all day, but actually we deal with a lot of the life preservers and the life rafts, and we also deal with the oxygen in the aircraft.
The most important thing to know about a PR is to know that we have to do our job right the first time, every time, to ensure that the aircrew comes home safe to their families.
Hey, how you doing out there? This is Airman Collins from Brooklyn, New York. I want to send a shout out to my family back home. I miss you and I love you. I can't wait to see you again.
Chief Warrant Officer Corey Furman, want to give a shout out to my family and friends in Northern Virginia and also down in Florida. I love y'all, miss y'all, and wish I was home.
My name is Seaman Apprentice Pumphrey from Deck Department. I'd like to give a shout out to my little brother Billy. I'll be thinking about you and listening to all the cool music that you put together.
Welcome back, everybody. So here on the Muddy Ike, we like to practice how we fight. So on underways, we do all sorts of drills and we're going up and down all the time. Even me,
This is the TAO, away the Snoopy team away.
Speak of the devil. I'll be back.
Well, he's gonna be gone for a while. But while we're waiting, we're going to be hearing about my story on Com2X and what it takes for us to get the planes in the air.
An all-hands evolution, Eisenhower and squadron sailors undergo a composite training unit exercise, Com2X for short, that simulates events encountered during a deployment and prepares them for what's ahead.
Com2X is our final step in preparing for deployment, and getting the ship ready as well as the air wing. Basically, air wing and ship combining forces to be able to become a fighting unit.
A large part of Com2X is flight operations, ensuring both sailors and aircraft are prepared for all possible scenarios. Hours of work goes into maintaining the material condition of each aircraft, which also ensures their safety and mission readiness.
Hopefully that we just don't have any down aircraft, because we're always going to be on call. Whenever they need us, we're ready to go. We don't want no down aircraft, nothing major to where our aircraft can't complete the mission that the carrier needs us to do. Because when they make that call, we need to be on spot, ready to go, turn up.
The jets have to be maintained structurally and have the proper paint schemes and good tires to be able to land on the flight deck over and over and over.
Usually, depending on how hard they fly the jets, depends on how much work we have to do. It can be a multitude of things, if anything from the power supply of the generator going out to us having to change out a whole motor.
We do the maintenance to get it ready, and then we'll have to do on-the-fly stuff in case something breaks. So it could be anywhere from just a few hours a day to the entire day. Just depends on what's wrong.
I feel like our efforts, not just mine, because there's more people in my shop than just me, definitely affect the outcome of Com2X. Just the other day, we had one of our planes that was down for some electrical issues, and we worked together as a team to make sure that the plane got up and was ready to fly for the next event.
I'm proud of my squadron. I'm proud of my shipmates. I think we've done a great job, and I think we'll continue to do a great job. We take a lot of pride in our squadron, a lot of pride in our work, as I know all the Ike sailors and the CAG 3 squadrons do. So I foresee a very successful deployment coming up.
During Com2X, over 5,000 sailors call the Ike home. Petty Officer Lisa Reese reporting for IKE ON.
Airman Potts from VFA 86. Shout out to my family back home in Hickory, North Carolina. Love and miss you guys. I'll see you soon.
This is Chief Vu from the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. I just wanted to give a shout out to my beautiful wife, Amory, and my 4 amazing kids, Blason, CLC, Draven, and Colden. And I just want to say I love you guys and I miss you, and I'll see you soon.
Hi, my name is Airman Vargas, and I want to shout out my mom. I miss her so much, and can't wait till Com2X is over so I can see her again.
Hey, welcome back everybody. Sorry about that, I need to go take some pictures. You know how it is. But seriously though, you gotta be aware what you say around people, especially that Pink Menace. He's always trying to get information from our ship. And the only person on the ship who needs to have all that information is the great and powerful Ike Head.
I am the great and powerful Ike Head, master of all knowledge and champion of OPSEC. Now ask me your questions and be enlightened.
Old, great, and powerful Ike Head. Who's the best food service operation in the fleet?
Well, that would be the food service crew of Ike, obviously. And now they've got the award to prove it. Next question.
Oh, great and powerful Ike Head, do you have any workout tips?
Try push-ups. I hear they are quite popular. Next question.
Oh, great and powerful Ike Head, why is it important to get a government travel card?
The great and powerful Ike Head thinks that would be the perfect question for PS1 Allen in travel. So, PS1, why is it important to get a government travel card?
The reason the government travel card is so important. With the upcoming deployment, any emergencies that occur while we deploy, in order to get back to the States at government expense, we need a government travel card. It also makes going TAD a whole lot easier. Any questions about government travel card, please come see us in the travel office.
The great and powerful Ike Head has time for one more question.
Oh, great and powerful Ike Head, who would win the fight, Superman or Goku?
The great and powerful Ike Head thinks that is a silly question. Tell me, can Superman go Super Saiyan? No, I didn't think so. There will be no more questions today. The great and powerful Ike Head turns it back to you, Petty Officer Gendron.
Well, thank you, great and powerful Ike Head. And seriously, Goku versus Superman? We know the only person who could ever defeat Goku is our very own executive officer. So here is the XO with today's XO review.
I'm Captain Robert Aguilar, Executive Officer of the Dwight D. Eisenhower. And I want to tell you just a little bit about why I think the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society is such a great benefit to our Navy. It all comes down to sailors helping sailors. Every dollar you give to the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society goes directly to helping your shipmates when they find themselves in times of crisis. Either through low or no interest loans or grants, your money goes to help a shipmate in need at a time of crisis when they have nowhere else to go. So I want to thank you ahead of time for your donation. Remember, it's what we do best in the Navy, help out a shipmate.
Well, thank you, sir. And Ike, I think that's all the time we have left for today. I don't think I'm violating OPSEC when I tell you, until next time, I'm Petty Officer Michael Gendron, signing out.
On this solemn occasion, we stand ready to carry out a duty, which is also a privilege, to render appropriate military honors for a shipmate who has passed on from this life. The duty is a privilege because we have the opportunity to reflect on the rich tradition of service, which we have inherited from the men and women who have gone before us wearing the cloth of the nation. The tradition of service is rooted in our understanding of what it means to be a citizen of the United States of America, ready to set aside personal convenience, willing to undertake significant personal sacrifice, able to carry the burden of advanced citizenship in defense of our nation. What we do today links us to this grand tradition of service, and to the man we honor in this committal ceremony who was ready, willing, and able to serve our country with honor, courage, and commitment. On long and lonely watches, we can be encouraged by the knowledge that our shipmate too stood the watch. In times of operational challenge, we can be inspired by the dedication of those who fought our nation's wars and have kept the peace. When the work is hot, noisy, and dirty, we can be assured that others have endured this and more for the sake of service to the nation. If we wonder at the breadth and scope of the vistas we survey, we should remember that we stand on the shoulders of giants. Burial at sea is one way in which we honor the memory of a fellow service member. Historians have documented that burials at sea have been conducted by seafaring people down through the ages. Throughout our history, the U.S. Navy has regularly conducted burials at sea out of necessity, as our naval forces operated far from home ports for extended periods. With these things in mind, we follow in the footsteps of those who have gone before us. As with all naval traditions, we take pride in providing this service and final tribute to a fellow service member. On behalf of the sailors of the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, I extend our deepest sympathies to our shipmates' family and friends. We give thanks for his spirit of patriotism and noble service to the United States of America. To each of our shipmates, we say, job well done. Rest in peace.